Hey everybody, hello, welcome to Character Modeling. Again, week 4, we're actually over the quarter mark and getting to that third of the way. Hoping to see some models and some feedback soon. I'm really great. I hope everybody gets that in as soon as possible. Really excited about that. Really willing to help you out. Just so please, if you're missing anything, please contact me. I hope everything's okay and everything's working. So that would be fantastic. Other than that, figured I'd get into what we're talking about this week. And this week is a big week. We got a lot of work we got to do. Not only do we have a discussion that we have to do, but we also have to finish the head. That's right. We're finishing our character bust. And we're going to start working on the body. Please make sure when you start working on the body, do not connect the head until the body is finished. And we're going to do that in week 6. So don't connect the head. Keep it separate, all right? Because we're going to need to add morpher targets and some welding to make that work appropriately. So make sure when you're making the body to make sure that you don't connect the head. Also, don't leave a ceiling vert. Sometimes people like to leave a plane in the middle where the neck should be to seal it off. Don't do that. Leave it open so it's easy to weld the targets properly. So that's something to keep in mind with. But we'll deal with that in week 6. So we're going to focus on starting the body this week. We're going to finish the character bust, get some last feedback in, and also have a discussion. So lots to do. This is a big week. So let's get moving on it. We got a lot to do. I'm really excited about this. Get to see the character bust finished. But I figured since we're getting to the point in finishing the character bust, we're going to start working on some features like eyes, nose, mouth, ears, all the extra elements that make the character bust really robust. And I know that sounded really redundant, but it's very true that the more features, the more personality that you give to the character, the more that this character is going to stand out overall. And characters have multiple layers, and even that goes for even eyes and ears. There's a lot of different elements that go into that, and there's many layers piece by piece from it. If you look at an eye from a biology standpoint or a biological standpoint, there's a lot of main aspects. For example, you have the sclera, which is the white of your eye, really. Then you have the lens itself, which is what views everything. You have the pupil, which is where everything viewpoints and focuses to. And then you also have the iris. The iris gives your color, gives that eye color for you, along with the cornea, which is the overall protection area of that eye. And then even better, there's even more layers like the ciliary body, the virtuous body. There's a lot that goes into an eye. But we're more focused around this area, like the outer elements, not the inner ones. But even still, we have optic nerves, and we can prepare skeletons and rigs to focus on eye movement, and we can kind of treat it as an optic nerve as well. There's a lot we can do, but note to keep in mind that we're looking more toward the exterior aspect of the eye. Also, we need to keep in consideration that an eye is not fully round. It may look round at first, it really does, but then it ovals out for the actual cornea and what's happening within the pupil and the iris itself. So there's a lot that an eye has, and that's something to keep in mind with when making your own eyes. Also, when you're 3D modeling an eye, I figured we could get into eyes, and later on my second announcement, we'll talk about ears and the different layers on ears, and I'll have that for you by Friday, so you have that information. When you're 3D modeling an eye, you really need to focus on what it is in 3D and what the viewers are going to see. So it's really simple. You want to start with simple shapes and work into the layers of the eye. I would also create the socket first before you really build the eye itself, and then focus on how it appears externally. Like I said, you don't have to look at the interior of the eye because that's not what people are seeing. People are going to see it from an external point, and you want to make sure that's done properly, especially by adding detail with adding a wet layer to it, which adds that glossy feeling for an eye, and that really helps out and really pops the eye out instead of making it look like it's a lot of times eyes tend to seem like they get bloodshot a little bit. It's really weird how they do the texturing on it, but if you do it right and adding the proper glossing and materials, it's going to come out really well. And don't forget about the eye socket. Like I said, if your character has one, that's a big deal. So you want to make sure you make eye sockets for those so the eyes can rest on the inside. That's very important. Now, let me go over, we'll talk about ears and noses toward the second announcement later in the last part of the week, more toward Thursday and Friday. But I figured I'd get you started on your assignments and make this a quick announcement so you can start moving with the rest of it. So let's talk about that real quick. So lots to do today. Definitely lots to do this week. A lot of things to do. So I posted your rubrics. So you have a discussion rubric this week. So this week, we're going to talk about ears. Yeah, I know, ears, right? So ears are kind of like a fingerprint a lot of times. So ears are different per every person. Even each ear has some differences with them. And forensic science has recently found a great use of human ears in things like criminal investigations because it's like a fingerprint. In fact, no two persons' ears are alike. They're actually different as snowflakes or fingerprints, like I mentioned. And the application for those forensics is that while fingerprints must be left at a scene, the human ear is almost always visible, always. And you can see them and really identify them from their ear structure. There's a way to do that. So for this week, what I want you to do is for your initial post, I want you to find cartoon characters. 3D animated characters like from Disney, DreamWorks, video games. You can go even from there. And I want you to post 3 images of human cartoon characters. They can be the same, but I want you to go different. I would like different. I would like to go different. So give me 3 different characters. That would be great, and explain how their ears work and their overall head design. I'd like you to post the image of that character and then what the ears look like. And then I'd like you to explain in a couple sentences for each image. I'm looking for at least 3 to 4 would be really nice with detailed examples. Explain how the ears are specifically designed to how the whole head is designed and what aspects are different and match the character. And how does this ear fit that character in various different elements? And I would like you to use examples to back up your argument. That'd be great. Do this for each one. So you should have about 3 small paragraphs, 1 for each image. So this should be about 3 to 4 sentences. I'd like you to go 4. That'd be great. And then for your reply post, I'll post my reply around Thursday and Friday like I always do, or my post, and then you can add on to that. So that would be really great. Other than that, that's pretty much it. So that's from a discussion point. So this week, I'm going to be looking for the whole character bust. So remember, I'm looking for just rendered images. I'm not looking for the project file yet. So it's the same feedback, but it's going to incorporate all my feedback into it. So it's going to go straight out from it. And I might be a little critical, so I apologize if I am, but I just want to make sure you're done right. And I hope you go simple with your characters. That's really what I'm hoping for. Secondly, to add on to this, I would like a side view and a front view. If you want to give me a rear, you can instead of side, but I like side because I can see the profile from it, and that would be great. Also, yes, I'd like 2 full images. The character bust should be completed. That would be great. The head, the eyes, the ears, the face, the mouth, everything the nose, it should be done. No hair, not yet. We're going to tackle that in week 7. So I would like to just see the character head, no hair, no texturing, just the model itself with everything. That'd be great, both views. And it's going to be worth more points because this should be the final version of it. All right, and then we're going to start modeling our character's body. Please do not attach the head to the body yet. We're going to do that week 6 because we want to do morpher targets and add on to that. So that's what I would like to see for that. Also, it's just the same thing. I'm not looking for the project files. Only give me render image. The same thing with the rear model view. You can do side if you want to for this, or in the front model view of the character. So I want to see the character. I'm looking for about 30% completion for this turn-in. Again, this is just a checkpoint, so we're just starting the body, okay? Please don't attach the head. That's a big point. So other than that, that's it. That's what I'm looking for. A lot of work to do. So we're finishing up the character bust. We're also starting the character body. That's a huge thing. While not attaching, make sure not to attach the head. That's a huge thing. And we also have our discussion on ears, so that's something to keep in mind with. So if you have any questions about any of the work, I know it's a lot that we're going to be doing this week. Please let me know. Please contact me ahead of time. That way I can help you out. I always check every day, so make sure you let me know and if you need any help or need to reach me. Other than that, that's all I got. Be safe, have fun, enjoy. Let me know if you need anything, and that's pretty much it. Have a great week. Looking forward to your projects and looking forward to giving some feedback, and that's all I got. Enjoy, be safe, have fun, have a good one. Bye, everybody.